Hey everyone, David C. Anderson from the Knife Center, coming at you again from the Spyderco booth because I was talking to Eric earlier and he said he had a little something extra that just showed up that he wanted us to check out. So first of all, good to see you, man.
Good to see you. Always enjoy seeing you.
Me too, me too.
Well, yeah.
What do you got?
I'm excited about this piece. It's called the Military Model 2. It's something that some of our followers and patrons have been waiting for some time. And so I'll go through some of the changes we made on the Military 2.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so this is the model. This is coming with a CPM S30V blade. It's going to have the same blade stock as before. I think when you first look at it, you'll say, gee, it looks very similar to the old version. But it is different when you get them side by side. To just go through some of the design changes, the four-finger choil is more pronounced than the old one. So when you go to grab that, your hand's really going to fit in there a little bit more purchase between your forefinger and middle finger.
Sure.
It's also a little slimmer through the handle here, just slightly, but a little slimmer. And the expansion at the back is slimmer. You still have a generous expansion, but it is slimmer. So overall, as a handle,
might be a little easier for some folks.
Yeah, and it tends to grip you back a little bit better.
Okay.
Same 4-inch blade as before, double distal taper. We improved some of the construction on the inside. So you'll see that it has a flat pivot. It has a bushing system on the inside, which the old one didn't.
Okay.
And that way, if you're putting your cell phone and other things in your pocket, you don't have a bulging screw that's scratching everything up. So it's going to leave you a nice slim profile.
Gotcha.
Another big change is the 4-way clip. For a lot of people, the old clip was just tipped down. This is going to give you a tip option.
So many people these days, it's like tip up or nothing.
Yeah, so it should open up the market a little bit on that. So it gets a nice 4-way clip.
Well, I love how you turned it over and said the other big change is the clip, while completely glossing over the other big change.
Yeah, the biggest is the lock. Yeah, we went to a compression lock on the new one. Now the liner lock on the Military, back when we created that model, which Michael Walker created the liner lock, Chris Reeve continued to evolve it with the Reeve integral. We've really evolved that liner lock. It's got more than 20 years of use and refinement, and we feel it's one of the best. But it's time to go on to the next thing, which is the compression lock. And so, for those who don't know, but I believe a lot of our customers know, it puts a piece of metal under the stop pin into the blade, or right on top of the blade.
Yeah, it's not just interfacing like a liner lock. You've got multiple directions of kind of stopping power.
And that's where the compression comes from. You're compressing all of that. So it's not just a liner lock that's flipped on the other side. This is going to give you a lot more strength in the knife. So you can feel a lot of confidence going at it. With a 4-inch knife of this size, you do want a lot of confidence.
For sure.
Though the old one had it, this one beefs it up a little bit more.
May I?
Oh yeah, please.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, that feels quite nice in the hand, I gotta say. And I love the way still that like the blade orients down a little bit, kind of naturally points forward. Yeah.
But also a little slimmer in the pocket.
Almost got the finger there. We don't want to have it the second time Eric's got cut on a Knife Center video. And we have a previous model sitting over here.
We do. If anybody wanted to do a side-by-side.
Comparison shots.
And so you can see this one's a little beefier, fatter, if you will. So we slimmed that profile down. In the closed position, it tended to stick out a little bit here in this corners, and so we rounded that out a little bit more, and it's just refined.
Yeah.
But we felt with the new lock and the new ergos, it was time to give it a new name.
Yeah. Well, and like unless you hold them side by side, like it's still instantly you see this and go, oh, it's a Military.
Yeah.
You wouldn't. It's not so far out of bounds that it's so far out of bounds. Yeah.
But super excited. People that are come by seem to like it so far.
Yeah.
And hopefully it has a bright future for us.
Feels great. Now the real test, of course, folks, you guys know Seth V, our social media guy who appears on this channel sometimes. He's a big fan of the original Military. Yeah. So the question is going to be whether he upgrades or not.
We'll likely carry both simultaneously for a little while to see how that market reacts to it. But we're projecting this one to actually be slightly less in price.
Oh, cool.
Which,
even better.
Improved and a better buy, hopefully.
Fantastic. And man, with everything nowadays going up in price, that's pretty clutch right there. So yeah, stay tuned. We'll see if Seth puts one of these in his pocket or not.
Right on.
Really cool.
Well, thanks for coming by and
Eric,
seeing it.
Much appreciated.
Yeah,
thank you for letting us check it out. As always, folks, we'll leave a link in the description box, take you over to our Spyderco page, and as soon as these are available for pre-order, you will see it there. And thanks for sticking around for our Blade Show coverage. Thanks so much.